time.
No doubt.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 37 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Chargers 7, Seahawks 0. Michael Badgley to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start the drive with Ware. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run now with Ware. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed. You gotta make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40
I just got in.
before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15. First down.
All right, you got me.
From the gun, they run with Ware. And some room to work.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. But pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's...
Hey, what's the 4th down rule?
4th down.
Oh, for real?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Yeah, I got it.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and
Bam.
1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm playing Bam.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Henry's got it out on the left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Hunter Henry, come on, man, he got hurt.
Called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before
dislocated shoulder.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Tight end.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks 41-yard line.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in this race, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First down, it's Ware. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make
Talking about me?
plays, but you also have to have good
Nah,
vision
pick 6.
as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back.
Them baby-ass reads he making, man. He worse than Dre.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Hey, yeah, you got me.
Certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand,
You got me. You got me. You got me. I was complacent.
Looking to be a threat come January.
And are you
Come
one of
on.
those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
All right, man, you playing with fire, bro.
5 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. So they hit pay dirt.
Good play.
Don't count it yet. There's laundry on
Oh,
the
yeah.
field. We'll see what the penalty
Except.
flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's into the clear.
Baby ass reach.
This one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
You fucking little 3-yard curls.
6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short.
Told that nigga he playing with fire.
Real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. Dumps that off to Ware. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh my God.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flushed out right. That's caught by Ware. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. It's complete right around the 8. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is indeed good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
Nah, man.
10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll look to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
7-yard line.
Running on first down with Ware. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 37.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
The two-point conversion is no good.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my
Yeah.
goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
I know that nigga hot.
Down deep into Seattle territory. Well, he's been doing this for a lot
Bam.
of years, with the arm strength still there.
That catch I just
Showed
got.
off on that one. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And
Just
he's
stop.
not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slam. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Yes, sir. Back his ass up.
Comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it up. And this is taken in at the 5.
Oh, hell no. He was out.
He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game.
That's what I thought.
This is a huge decision.
Back that shit up.
No doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
About to find out. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Who you playing, KB? Dre, you winning?
The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Hey, what's the fourth down rule again?
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might.
I don't see how. I wasn't touching nobody.
Here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. He'll be stopped at the 35.
That's the shit they don't call.
Picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
That's good, Joe.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
I don't know.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him right short of the yellow line. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Shit.
Maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game
Woo.
you would expect from him.
Damn.
Off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 59 yards.
Thank you.
Just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He's back to throw. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said,
I should have ran it again. He good. I'm going to make this.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the...
He didn't ice me. that shit didn't work.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there
You get iced. That shit to ice you in the fucking 2nd quarter.
So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here.
What do I want to play?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal.
No.
The clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield.
I know I chose cover 2.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. But still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
That's caught by Ware.
Yep, that's game. Good game, man.
Able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So, for the Chargers,